I'm so proud of Xtreme Trader Forex Signals, not only because of the good results, but also because we are sharing the results and we are super transparent. We are sharing the results no matter how they go. And thankfully, this week actually was really a good week. As you can see, most of our signals have went in the profit. As you can see, May 15 was a good day. May 16 was actually a perfect day with the pound AUD hit the take profit level number 3. 17th of May was also a great day, as we can see. However, May 18 was the exception, and thankfully 19th of May has recovered the losses of May 18, and as you can see, most of the signals have went in profit, making total of 95 pips of profit. Again, I'm so happy and proud about our results, and I believe that the new system is way better than the old one, where we are actually having a signal with a very tight stop loss and a big take profit number 1. That of course was good for the short run, but on the long run it was not actually that good, because so many signals have went in the take profit level only after hitting the very tight stop losses. However, now the stop loss is only 35 pips, and as you can see guys, these signals are doing well. Thankfully, most of them are in profit. If you want to take the percentage, I think more than 75% of them are in profit. So again, I think we're doing so well, and of course guys, seeing is believing. Make sure to check the signals by yourself without listening to anyone at all about it. So of course, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below of this video. Contact them today and hopefully we will see you there. Alright everyone, so let's now begin with the weekly analysis, and of course as usual we will start with the EURUSD, but before that don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And by the way guys, I really want to thank every one of you for hitting the like button in the last weekly video. We have reached finally 300 likes. It was really an achievement, and I believe it's really a good feeling to have that number of likes. I mean, I'm not so greedy, I'm not asking for thousands of likes. 300 likes is really more than enough for me. Even 200 makes me so happy. Anyway, let's now see what we can do next with the Euro USD. So from the first perspective, actually, we can see clearly right here, guys, on the daily chart, that the market has indeed made the actual bullish breakout from that structure right here, exactly right there, at 1.07518 resistance. Now check this out. This was, of course, the structure, and as we can see right here, we're having the support number 1, and right now the EURUSD has indeed reversed at the second attempt of the support. Indicates that the USD actually has a potential to continue the rise. Let's add the resistance, the support trend line for that. As we can see on the daily chart as well, we're having here that level of a support trend line, and check this out. As we can see clearly, the EURUSD has indeed respected that level of a support trend line and has just bounced on that level of a support trend line. Now let's look at the left side. We are also having right here, guys, a strong level of a key support. Therefore, if I'm not mistaken, and hopefully I'm not, most likely we can consider buying the EURUSD exactly on the same level of that support. Adding to this the price action, of course. As you know guys, this is my favorite price action for the bullish reversal. Once you see inverted hammer like this, or a candle which looks like this with a long tail, with a long wick at the top and shorter tail at the bottom, if you have seen this candle on daily or weekly or 4-hour time frame on a support level, it usually like a confirmation that the market right now is getting ready for the bullish reversal. As you can see, the candle has appeared right here. Therefore, let's consider to buy the EURUSD for this week. Now let's now move to the 4-hour time frame so we can identify the exact entry for our trade. Now as you can see, we're scrolling to the left side. All what we want to do actually, guys, is just to determine the strongest level of the support. As you can see right here, exactly 1.07811. This was indeed in the past on January 12 a strong level of a key support, which most likely won't be ignored, and as you can see, it was also a strong key level of a resistance. Now checking on the left side, you can see clearly, exactly, check this out. Check this out. The market has already created here a support number 1. So now moving to the 30-minute time frame to see it in more details. I'm gonna just rise it a little bit more, just like that. Perfect, fantastic. That's gonna be, guys, our new entry for this trade. If I'm not mistaken also, that might actually be a little bit below Fibonacci 61.8, I think. Yes, exactly. Little bit exactly at 61.8. Therefore, I'm going to rise my entry to be exactly right here at 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, which means we will have to wait for the EURUSD to fall for another 20 pips before we can start buying it exactly on the second attempt of the support. So that being said, our entry is gonna be here, and our take profit level has got to be placed just right there at the nearest real level of a resistance. I think that's gonna be like 86 pips only. Let me just go back to the 1 hour time frame, even 4 hour time frames. Yeah, that's better actually. I want to see in details. The safe zone, guys, has got to be placed just right there at the absolutely lowest level of a real support at 1.07400. That means our take profit level is going to be about 88 pips against 43 pips of a safe zone. Let's now move to the pound USD. Alright, so for the pound USD, guys, as we can see right here on the daily chart right now, we can notice actually that the market has actually formed right here a real level of a support trend line. Check this out. As we can see, exactly like this. Check this out. This was indeed, guys, the real level of a support trend line. Actually, if I extend the line here, we can actually see that it actually matches up with the real level of the support trend line. So again, support trend line, a fake breakout, a real level of a support trend line, a real level, a fake breakout, another real level, and as you can see recently, another real level of the support trend line has indeed been respected. That means that the pound USD indeed gonna continue the rise. And if we look closer, we're having here also another structure which is now being retested. As we can see, this was of course the resistance level, which has already become a support right here, and right now the market has made here a fake breakout, and most likely is gonna create another real attempt of the support. That's exactly, my friends, where we can start buying the pound USD again. Therefore, let's just now move. Actually, by the way, the same candle that can be seen on the EURUSD for the bullish reversal can be also spotted right here. This is the exact candle that I was just talking about. Once we see this candle on a support level, it's usually like a confirmation that we can continue buying the market. So now moving to the 4 hour time frame, as you can see, this was indeed the real level of the support, as we can see right here at 1.24205. If we look closely, it was also a real level of the resistance, combining the support trend line of course to that, as we can see right here, guys. Check this out. Actually, even like this, I mean, that is the magic of trend lines. No matter how you draw them, it's gonna always be accurate. Therefore, if I'm not mistaken, we can start buying the pound USD after it reaches that same level of a real support right here, which was in the past also a real level of the support. Combining this with the support trend line, I believe is gonna be actually a perfect entry, and actually we can aim the nearest real level of a resistance right here at 1.25270. That means that our take profit level is gonna be exactly right here, aiming approximately 115 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone won't be ranging actually lower than this level of a previous support at 1.23635, which means our safe zone will be ranging for about 54 pips against 117 pips of profit. Let's now take a look at the AUDUSD, which, by the way, if we look at the daily chart right now, to be honest with you guys, the AUDUSD seems to be bearish, but on the long run, not right now. Right now, we have to consider buying this pair. As you can see actually on the daily chart, the AUDUSD has actually retested that broken level, so not broken level, I mean it retested the resistance at 0.67651. However, as we can see right now, the current candle on the daily chart also seems like it's going to be a bullish reversal. However, we will actually consider selling the AUDUSD only when it reaches that level of a strong key resistance level at 0.67424. Until then, we will continue buying this pair only until it reaches that level of the resistance after rising for another like 90 pips. So let's look right now at the entry point. So as you can see right here on the 4 hour time frame, we're having here also a support zone, as you can see, and the market has actually formed here a real level of the support. Then we have here one fake breakout, another real level of a support, and another fake breakout. Therefore, as you can see right now, the AUDUSD has reversed upon the pressure from the current resistance at 0.66730, which means we have to wait for the AUDUSD to reach that level of a support. And if that happens, if the market will reverse on the same level of the support, we will end up actually with the inverted head and shoulders pattern, which indicates that the AUDUSD will be confirmed to continue the rise. So that being said, I highly recommend to start buying the AUDUSD exactly right here at the absolutely lowest level of the support at 0.66306, and aiming that level of an EURUSD resistance, meaning we're actually expecting about 111 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of the support at 0.66828, which means our safe zone will be ranging for about 46 pips against 112 pips of profit. Let's now take a look at the USDCAD. Alright, so now for the USDCAD, guys, if we look at the daily chart, we can notice also right here that we are having a strong resistance trend line, and as we can see, guys, pay attention. That level of a resistance trend line has indeed become a support trend line only for short term before finally being broken out from, and the market has already formed here two attempts of a real resistance trend line, another third attempt, and now most likely the USDCAD is going to continue the fall after reaching the same level of a resistance trend line, but not for so long. I'm expecting actually from the USDCAD to continue the fall only to reach that level of the support. Why? Because we are also having right here a support trend line, and most likely, actually, let me just draw it in a right way to make sure that is actually correct, exactly just like this. So as you can see, the USDCAD is right now trapped inside of this channel or this triangle, and most likely right now, guys, it's gonna bounce on the peak of the resistance trend line, and then it's just gonna continue the fall to reach that level of a previous support zone right here, and from that point it most likely gonna start the bullish reversal. Therefore, I believe that for the next week we will just be trading the pullback of that market. Then on the week after, we can actually consider buying the USDCAD if the market has moved as I'm expecting. Therefore, let's just now move to the 4-hour time frame to identify the strongest real level of a resistance. Now, using the magic of resistance trend lines, as you can see right here, there we're having that level of a real resistance trend line has indeed been respected. We had in the middle one fake breakout, then a real attempt of a resistance trend line number 1, number 2, and there we will consider to short the USDCAD exactly on the third attempt of a real resistance trend line. So by looking at the left side, we can see clearly that we are having here exactly a real level of a resistance, and of course it was a fake breakout in the middle. It was right here also another real attempt of the resistance, then it became a real attempt of the support. That being said, 1.35279 is a strong level for the USDCAD, and we can actually consider selling the pair exactly on that level. However, the take profit level is going to be placed just right there at the nearest strong key support level to our entry, which means our take profit level will be placed just right there at 1.34136 or 63, sorry. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of a previous support at 1.35826, which means our safe zone ranging for about 54 pips against 111 pips of profit. Let's now check the USDJPY. So regarding the USDJPY, if we check now the daily chart, we are also having right here a broken structure of that level. And as we can see, guys, the USDJPY has already begun retesting the broken structure, and as we can see, it is right here at the peak of the resistance at exactly 137.325. Now, by looking at the left side, we are having here also a strong level of the support. Right there exactly, at 137.797. Now, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, actually, let's even go to the 1-hour time frame, we can notice clearly that this right here was the first attempt of the support, exactly right there. This was, of course, right here, guys, the support number 1, and this was a fake breakout. Right now, we can actually consider buying the USDJPY exactly on the second attempt of the support at 137.749. So that being said, if we look now on the daily chart, and if we combine this with the support trend line, as you can see, I'm going to check the support trend line just like that, and then I'm going to move it all the way just like this. And what do we see right here? Check this out. This was indeed a real level of a support trend line number 1, number 2, and then third attempt of the support trend line. Then it became, after the bearish breakout, it became number 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts of a resistance trend line. Then we had here another fake attempt of the resistance breakout, and then again we are having here the actual breakout. Now, how do we know that this current candle right here is the actual breakout and it's not gonna be a fake breakout from that level? Because we're having a broken structure in general, number 1, And number two, we're having here also a strong real level of the support on the daily chart. That being said, it most likely, guys, right now gonna be a real attempt of the breakout. Therefore, that's gonna be, of course, a real level of the support. Hence, we can start buying the USDJPY exactly from that point. So let's now move to the 4-hour time frame again. 1-hour time frame again. Let me just mark the levels again, exactly right there. Therefore, we have to wait for the USDJPY to fall for another 22 pips before we can start buying it. Now for the take profit levels, as we can see, guys, we can keep buying the USDJPY till it reaches the highest level of a real resistance at 139.366. However, for the let me just, yes, exactly. Now for the safe zone, it shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a previous support right here at 137.184. That being said, our safe zone is going to be ranging for about 55 pips against 100. Let me just reduce this take profit level. I want to give a more realistic take profit level, guys. Let me just go back to the 4-hour time frame and scroll to the left side. Actually, that's about right. Yes, even though it's big, yes, that's gonna be fine. Our take profit level is gonna be about 138 pips of profit against 55 pips of a safe zone. Let's now take a look at the USDCHF. Alright, so I want you guys to focus on something here. Now for the USDCHF, we're having something very similar to the USDJPY because we're having here also a broken structure. But wait, don't rush yet. Now, you might assume that I will tell you to buy the USDCHF right here on the retest of the broken resistance, assuming that this was, of course, an actual breakout and now the market is retesting the broken level of the resistance. But let's get back to the USDJPY to get the same example and show you the difference here. Now, if you remember, I just said that the USDJPY has indeed made the bullish breakout from that structure. However, we have confirmed that this is going to be most likely a real attempt of the breakout because on the left side, we're having here also a real attempt of the support, and that support is most likely will be respected right here. Now, back to the USDCHF. Check this out. So we're having here indeed the bullish breakout, but on the left side, do we have any support at all? Do you see any support at all right here that we can rely on? The answer is absolutely no. There is not a single support right here that we can rely on it. Therefore, we most likely are looking at actual fake breakout. Add to this that this price action right here is worrying me because it most likely indicates that the USDCHF is going to continue the fall. Again, guys, that kind of price action indicates for a continuation in the bearish movement. Therefore, I believe that the USDCHF is looking at a fake breakout. Therefore, let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. And as you can see right here, we're having, of course, right here a real level of the resistance exactly right there at 0.90115. And as you can see, guys, we can actually expect from the USDCHF to rise again for another 17 pips. And there we can start selling the USDCHF again, and most likely the take profit level will be right here at the absolutely lowest level of a real support as 0.88713, which means we can actually expect, whoa, that's a lot of pips actually. Let me just make it right here exactly. We can actually expect to make 113 pips of profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging higher than the peak of the resistance as 0.90641. For about 50 pips only. Let's now move to the gold because we need to talk a lot about it. Now, of course, guys, this was from the last Friday analysis signal. I want you guys to notice something. The signal was running so well in profit for about 67 pips before the news hit the market. Now, what was the news here? The news was actually Mr. Jerome Powell make that speech that the policy rate may not have to rise as far as otherwise due to the tightened bank credit conditions. Actually, this speech has caused the dollar to fall, and therefore most of the Friday signals have failed. Actually, they were going in a good profits. Most of the signals were going in profit before the news hit the market and the dollar lose its strength, and therefore, as you can see, the gold has rising. Now, as we can see right here, we have to get rid of the old signal, guys, because this is, of course, from the Friday signal, and I just wanted to clear, guys, the reason for that. I mean, I'm not blaming the market at all, but I'm just defending myself here that the signals were really going so well if Mr. Jerome Powell did not talk as usual. Anyway, what can we expect next with the gold? Actually, we have to start but first of all to check the weekly chart just to confirm where are we right now on the market. What do you call it? Okay, whatever. Anyway, we're right now on a resistance level, as we can see, and as you can see right here, guys, the gold has actually reached that level back in 2020 and again December 2021, and right now 2023 the gold has made several attempts to break out from that level of a resistance, and it seems like the gold is really unable to hold the position above 2000 or the price of 2000. Therefore, as you can see, the week has closed at 1977.50. Now back to the daily chart, we can actually, let's go even to the weekly, to the 4-hour time frame, and let's just oh my god, I want to get rid of this. All right, back to the 4-hour time frame. Now, based on the 4-hour time frame, what we can see right here, guys, is a clear broken level of a support trend line. And as you can see, this was of course the actual breakout from that level of a previous support trend line. Therefore, the gold right now is actually facing right here a strong real level of a support. That means that most likely the gold will continue to rise till it reach that level of a broken support trend line. And if we combine this with the left side at the resistance levels, as we can see exactly right there, to be precise, exactly right there. Yes, perfect. At 2003 exactly. That guys was indeed a real level of the resistance, multiple times even a support level. It was a very strong real level of the support. Therefore, if the gold is gonna continue to rise based on that level of a previous support to reach that level of a broken support trend line, selling right here is gonna be the perfect idea in my opinion. That's gonna be really a good idea to start selling right here, but the problem is we have to wait for the market to rise for another 260 pips before we can start selling it. Of course, that's really nothing for the gold, because as we can see, sometimes even one 4-hour candle can make about 350 pips, and as you can see, it happens so many times. I mean, even this candle right here, which happened on Friday, we can see actually this one candle has moved for about 220 pips. Therefore, let's just be patient enough and wait for the gold to reach that level, and do not attempt to buy the gold based on that level of the support. If that was a good idea, I would have mentioned it, but I just think that the gold is going to actually continue the fall. There is a possibility that the gold will continue the fall, by the way, based on, of course, on that level of a resistance trend line, as we can see right here. So the resistance trend line has actually faced here a fake breakout and then became a real level of the resistance trend line. It became one single attempt of a support trend line before the market again break out from that level. Therefore, there is a chance that the gold actually will continue the fall immediately at the opening of Monday. I'm just giving you the safest place to start selling the gold with, and hopefully we will make actually a lot of profits. Let me just edit the entry a little bit more, just like that. Yes, to be right here exactly at 1999.18. That's gonna be exactly, guys, the best level to start selling the gold, waiting for it to reach, to rise for about 217 pips. However, the reward is hopefully gonna be big, because actually our take profit level will be right here at the lowest level of the support at 1957.41, with the safe zone actually just reach just till let me just be sure. Yes, just there till the highest level of the resistance at 2017.67, which means our safe zone will be ranging for about 181 pips only against 421 pips of profit. And as you can see, guys, there goes your signal for the next week for the USD pairs and for the gold. Another reminder, of course, I'm usually adding these reminders at the end of the video as a reward for those who were actually patient enough to continue watching till the end, instead of just taking screenshots of the signals. And I'm sure so many of you are doing this. So anyway, as you can see, guys, we have to be very careful, because on Tuesday we will be having the flash services PMIs for the USD dollar and for the euro pair, so that we have to be careful about these news. They actually have a chance to change the direction of these signals which we have received now. Of course, it all depends on the actual forecast. Wednesday is going to be also a bad day for the NZD, but thankfully we don't have any signal for the NZD at all. Also, it will be Wednesday is going to be an interesting day for the USD dollar. We will be having the FOMC meeting minutes, and I think on Thursday we will be having also the unemployment claims. These are actually, guys, important news. And thankfully, those who are in the free group of Telegram, they usually avoiding these news because they are receiving the notifications and alerts about this news. So of course, guys, always be careful to join the free group of Telegram. You don't have to pay a penny to join this group. It's completely for free. Just join it right here to receive any updates and notifications about the signals which I am sending right here on YouTube. And actually, the link is provided in the description below of this video, and also it's pinned in the first comment. So again, make sure, guys, to join the group just to receive the updates and notifications about these signals, because if I have noticed any price action going against our direction, I will notify everyone to close the trade as soon as possible before it getting in bigger losses. So anyway, guys, that's everything from my side. I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.